Hi, this is Teacher Jennifer from U.S. Citizenship Podcast. On April the 1st, USCIS released a new addition to the N-400 application for naturalization. It is 14 pages long and includes a request for fee reduction. Starting on June the 3rd, USCIS will only accept the April 1st edition. Until then, you can also use the 9/17/2019 edition and associated with that. You can also find the edition date at the bottom of the page on the form and the instructions. The new fee is going to be effective for filings postmarked April the 1st, 2024 or later. If you are filing an acceptable prior form edition, you must include the new filing fee. Let's take a look at the new edition. So here we are. It is 14 pages long, down from the 20 pages. Section 1 is talking about your eligibility. Section 2 is talking about your name and personal information. Also, it includes a Social Security update. So now when you file this form and become a citizen, your status with the Social Security office will automatically updated to being a citizen. Section 3 is going to include biographical information. Section 4 is going to be talking about your residence. Section 5 is your marital history, and it's going to focus in on your current marriage. Section 6 is about your children. Section 7 will be about employment. The next section is about your time outside of the United States. And again, this is greatly simplified. Section 9 is additional information about you, and this used to be known as Part 12. So here it's going to start out with the standard present perfect grammar questions. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or in any other way? And I want you to note that USCIS is including simplified language in these parentheses, so make sure you read that. They're asking you about registering to vote or voting in a federal election. And again, what USCIS has done in many of these cases is taken two of the previous questions and put them together in one question, which a lot of people do during the interview already. They ask you if you owe any overdue taxes. And then they continue on and talking about your membership in violent organizations. They're going to be asking you if you've used weapons. They're going to be asking you if you've taken place in any violent activity. And again, they have simplified a lot of this information or put it together. A lot of my students really got hung up on paramilitary unit. USCIS previously had included some of these simplified definitions, but here they're putting these questions together to shorten the application. Let's continue on. Again, we're asking about crimes, and this is going to be associated with the questions 15. And then we're going to be talking about illegal activity, engaging in prostitution, married illegally, gambling illegally, et cetera, deportation. Finally, we're going to get down to selective service for men. And again, if you need to check your status, please go to sss.gov. And then we're going to be looking at military service in the United States military. Finally, we're going to be getting down to the questions that all of us are waiting for. Question 31, do you support the Constitution and the form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? And they're going to be referring to the Part 16, the oath of allegiance, which you sign at your oath ceremony. Question 33, this is a new question, but it is a composite of previously asked questions. Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical development, disability, or mental impairment? And also, they're going to direct you to skip this information and go talking about a section of legal guardian, surrogate, or designated representatives. So again, this is a very specialized question, and you would have to get medical notation and advice from a legal representative. Question 34, are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Question 35, if the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms, parentheses, carry weapons on behalf of the United States? And many of my students still have questions about question 34, 36, 35, 36, and 37. Here we have greatly simplified language for it. Question 36, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services? So what are they saying? Do something that does not include fighting in a war in the U.S. Armed Forces. A lot of times I try to prepare my students with examples such as a nurse, a cook, somebody who works with computers. 37, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction? And USCIS defines this as do non-military work that the US government says is important to the country. So then they proceed from there to part 10, which is a request for fee reduction. Part 11, which is applicant's contact information, certification, and signature. And again, you have to sign this for you to submit a valid N-400. You can sign it electronically or by hand. They have a section here for about interpreter, contact information. Question 13 for legal assistants who helped you prepare the N-400. Question 14, this is where you can put additional questions from if you've had more trips or more jobs, or for many people, more places that they've lived. A lot of people had to hop from house to house to house, especially during COVID. Question 15 is the signature at the interview. So you don't sign it here, you sign it during your interview. And question 16, here's our goal. You're going to be signing this at your oath ceremony. So that's about it. Thank you very much. We'll be discussing a lot more about this, and I'll talk to you later. I know you will be a great American citizen. Bye-bye.